Hello, dear viewers. It's been a long time. Welcome to the world where reality is intertwined with nightmares, where every step can be the last, and every secret leads to new and even darker depths. You are now entering the threshold of the unknown, and what lies ahead depends only on whether you are ready to explore every mysterious corner of this world. In this series of stories, we will be transported to a city that has been hidden from view, where every stone and every shadow holds the secrets of the past. The story of our hero, Richard, begins with a simple move, but every step in this place opens new windows into a world of mystical secrets, forgotten rituals, and otherworldly creatures. Throughout this journey, we will be with him on the edge between life and death, between light and darkness, searching for answers to questions that are becoming increasingly confusing and deadly. The town of Dresdenville is a place where dark rites, ancient books, eerie rituals, and mysterious characters await. Richard not only tries to understand this place, but also finds himself fighting for his life, trying to escape from the terrifying entities that pursue him with every new step. Each chapter immerses us in a deep psychological thriller with horror elements, where reality breaks down and everything we knew is called into question by a new view of the world around us. Get ready to open each next chapter and plunge into the depths of horror, because this journey has only just begun. Will Richard be able to cope with the dark forces that lie in wait at every turn? Will you be able to endure this journey with him? You will find the answers only if you dare to go all the way. Chapter 1. The Threshold of the Unknown. I arrived in Dresdenville in the evening. The sky above the town seemed blurred, like an uncertain brushstroke on a canvas. The streets were nearly deserted, with only a few hunched silhouettes of streetlights casting long shadows on the cracked asphalt. The house I had bought stood apart, like a lone spectator in a theater hall. Its facade was covered in the cobwebs of time, peeling paint, twisted window frames, heavy wooden doors that seemed too thick for an ordinary dwelling. For 20 years, no one had lived here. For 20 years, the house had silently kept its secrets. I opened the door and stepped inside. The scent of dust and old wood filled my lungs. The inactive electric meter forced me to turn on my flashlight. As I moved through the empty rooms, I felt the cold walls watching me, as if evaluating their new inhabitant. My belongings fit into just a few cardboard boxes. Everything I needed was a laptop, a couple of changes of clothes, a notebook, and a pack of pens. I never needed comfort, only space to work. Unpacking the boxes, I came across my old notebook. Its black cover was worn, the edges of the pages yellowed with time. Inside were my old articles, each one a fingerprint of the past. This notebook had survived countless editorial deadlines and sleepless nights with me. Holding it in my hands, I felt a familiar warmth return, the urge to write, to search for stories, to uncover the truth. I sat on the old couch left behind by the previous owners and closed my eyes for a minute. Fatigue wrapped around me like a heavy blanket. The journey had drained me. The blinding headlights, the endless miles of road, the silence pressing against my eardrums. Now in this house, I felt my body finally allowing itself to relax. My eyes closed on their own. A little more and I would have fallen asleep right there. But the bed was waiting for me. I got up, tossed my clothes onto a chair, lay down slowly, and stared into the darkness of the ceiling. It was solid, dense, like a night sky without stars. My last thought before I drifted into sleep, was I really alone here? The next morning I headed to the local newspaper. The Dresdenville Voice was a small editorial office with only a few journalists, each seeming to know more than they were willing to say. They greeted me reservedly but without hostility. I received my first assignment, to write an article about an abandoned building that had once been a school. By evening I returned home, exhausted but satisfied. The moment I closed the door, the house made a sound, a faint creak from above, as if someone was moving furniture. I tensed. The attic hadn't been used for years, and the wind was too weak today to shake the old roof. I couldn't ignore the sound. I grabbed my flashlight and started climbing the stairs. The steps creaked under my weight, as if protesting my decision. At the end of the hallway, at eye level, I saw a slightly open door. A faint light seeped through the gap. I froze for a moment. Maybe it was just a reflection of car headlights from the road. But the house stood far from the road. I took a step forward and pushed the door open. A large room unfolded before me, filled with old things. In the corners stood dust-covered chests, wooden chairs, stacks of yellowed newspapers. But my attention was drawn to the table in the center. On it lay a book, black with embossed lettering. Insight. I opened it. Inside were only blank pages. I sighed. Perhaps this book once held something, but time had erased it. Or maybe it was just decorative. Nothing strange except for its placement, as if someone had deliberately left it there. But I was too tired to dwell on these thoughts. I closed the book, turned off the light, and went downstairs. The bed was waiting for me, as were the dreams that would come in the night, and this is where the story truly begins. And so we have taken only the first steps in this fascinating and eerie world. Richard has just arrived in the city of Dresdenville, and he is already facing many secrets and mysteries that will only increase their dark power over time. With each new chapter, more and more questions will arise on the way to the truth, and every step you take in this world will be closer to revealing the most terrible of secrets. So don't forget to stay with us because this is just the beginning of an exciting journey. If you can already feel yourself being absorbed by the atmosphere of the mysterious Dresdenville, please like the video to show that you are interested, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss a single new chapter. This is only the first part of this incredible story, and you definitely don't want to miss what happens next. More secrets, more riddles, more spooky discoveries are waiting ahead, and if you have your own thoughts, guesses, or just want to share your impressions, leave a comment. Your thoughts are important, and they add even more magic to this world. Together, we can immerse ourselves in these incredible events, and each of your responses only enhances the atmosphere of this story. Share with your friends so they can be a part of this exciting journey. Your support is what gives us the inspiration to keep telling these stories. Until the next chapter, and remember, what you see may exceed all expectations. Don't be afraid to keep going.